I am at Michael's. I was going to go to Hobby Lobby because I want to start making bead bags. I don't know. I'm in my creative era, and so I wanted to do stuff creatively to energetically, I guess, kind of introduce a creative energy. I happen to come down this aisle, and when I inspiration for my life, new house, this has to go in there. Like, this is my aesthetic. The neutrals, beachy, very much so natural nature. This the shit I live for. When y'all be like, Ray, we like when you do readings and all that. Like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. But honey, I'm trying to build a whole house from scratch, honey. I'm trying I'm trying to Lego. I'm trying to make some stuff. You feel me? All right, I'm back home. I had to go get baby girl from her dad's house. These are what I ended up with. Big ass bag of beads, iridescent. This is 8 mm's, 1 pound. And yeah, I'm really excited to try this. I did get the wrong stuff. Sorry, baby, I'm interrupting you while you're watching your stuff. I did get the wrong stuff. This is supposed to be like, string, but I got wire instead, and this was like the only thing I could find in the section. Again, I was supposed to go to Hobby Lobby, but Hobby Lobby closed, so I ended up going to Michael's. And I think because our Michael's is closing down, they don't have a lot of stuff, or maybe I just really wasn't in the right sections, paying attention to the right things. However, in comma, this is what we got. Very, very thin. I looked it up, asked ChatGPT. This still can work. It's just not going to be like as flexible. A lot of the bags that people are making obviously is out of that clear string, which makes it like a little bit more flexible. So I was like, for my first bag, I'm just gonna make an open bag instead of making a flap. And just have it just kind of like be like a, so that way it's not too much, with the wire and stuff. If you bend it too much, it could break. And then I also got some beads for some jewelry. If you guys don't know, back in the day, I used to make jewelry all the time. I'll show you guys. Mind you, these are little ones that I could just find. They're like evil eye bracelets. My daughter would make some stuff too. Here's little charms when I tried to step it up a little bit more. I actually were trying to sell these last year. These were kind of fun to make. I have a lot of charms and stuff as well. Hold on, let me get to the charms in a second. Let me see if I can find some more bracelets. So for my daughter's second birthday, we handed out party favors, and I had like little bags, and one of the party favors were these little bracelets that I had made, which I thought were really cute. I also have like just some, like when I have random beads or whatever left over, I make stuff. And these are actually glass beads. As you can see, I just dropped it and it didn't break. I don't know. These are, again, some of like my better. This is another little one. When I started to get a little bit better at making these little ones. And then I have, again, I think I showed you guys the evil eye ones. These ones too, which I had to learn how to get these little tie things down, but so I love making jewelry and being crafty. Trying to see if there's any other ones. A lot of the stuff I don't have because I gave a lot of stuff to my nieces. They're into like crocheting and stuff. Oh my goodness, remember I told you guys I got the wrong string? I knew that I had some. Look at God. Look at God. So I actually might be able to make like a mini something. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, let me show you guys the charms. I have all of these little things too, the clasp. And then, hold on. Okay, let me hurry up because my baby needs me. So here's these little charms. I got these little ones. I wanted to do something with these. And I was going to make some little necklaces, either necklaces or bracelets. And I wanted it to be always protect the queen, or like play your cards right. Or maybe a little both, like protect the queen, play your cards right type situation. But I got a lot of these ones. This was like the other day. I got a lot of these little ones here. Then I also seen these, and I used to be big into the markets, and oh, I made these too, but I can't find the other one, so I'm not going to show you guys that. Little earrings that I had just put these, like you can get the little hoop earrings and just put these on there, but yeah, that's not that. I also am into jewelry, so whenever there's a deal on something, I'm always like, here, let me go ahead and set it up. Because what me and my sister-in-law used to do was go to the markets, and we would just set up our tables, and I used to have little stuff that I used to sell, and I didn't even have a business name, to be honest, at the time. I just had a table, and yeah, that's that on that. Another project I was working on, again, I have been heavy into wanting to bedazzle and bejewel something, so I was going to use these. Look how pretty they are underneath the light. I don't even think you guys are really, look at that. Look how pretty this looks. So I had those, and I was going to make some phone cases or something with it. I thought that would be pretty dope. I also thought about making like headbands. Me and my daughter love like little funky headbands, little clips and stuff. So I was also thinking about doing that. But I'm just in a season of like creation and creativity. So I'm really excited to explore that. And yeah, I think that's really all I have right now. If I do anything, I will let you guys know. I don't know if I'm going to show the beginning to end progress. But if I do make it, you guys will know. So that is that. Thank you guys. I actually found one of my waist beads because I used to do waist beads heavy too. And again, what made my waist beads different was I did have clasp on them, because I know that a lot of people, you fluctuate in weight, and, the waist beads are there to keep your waist a certain way. For some people, it's spiritual protection. For some people, it's purity, as far as keeping your cookies to yourself. So it represents different things, but I wanted it to be functional. So I have a couple of these. It got all tangled up. So yeah, but I'm just super excited. I ended the video, but coming back to the video, my ultimate goal, and it just reminded me of like where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. Me and my family, we used to have a press machine. I'm talking about the big ass, heavy duty press machines. My sister-in-law and my brother, being hasty and just not knowing what the fuck they wanted to do, they took it. And I believe either they pawned it or they broke it. So then every single time I asked my dad, I'm like, Dad, can we get a press machine or whatever? Because it was supposed to be for the family, and it was really supposed to be mine. But at the time I had got pregnant, and I think my parents were just, again, hasty, trying to move out the house, whatever the case is. And of course, I just kind of got left to the wayside. But I wanted a press machine. I'm talking about big press. It had the cup, hats, everything. This was back in like early 2000s, like 2009, 2008. And I'm so kind of just like disappointed, because we really didn't know what we were doing. God really blessed us, opened up the doors for us to really have a lot in life. But I just, again, don't think it was really appreciated how it needed to be. Long story short, my ultimate goal, going back to me building myself up, I feel like, again, I built myself up spiritually. God says that he'll make room for you. Your gifts will make room for you. And I feel like, we work in our giftings based off of the area. Look at my daughter in here. What is she doing? Just cutting up. We're working in the area that, your gifts are healing. So again, if you spend time where you're in a moment of education, where you're like, hey, Ray, I'm really studying to become XYZ LMNOP, maybe God has you in that season because you're also supposed to be studying in life, quieting in certain areas of your life, really studying where reflecting on certain things. I'm in my creative energy. I am forcefully creating a new life for myself. I am stepping into the energy. This is one, new beginning. And two, if I really want to create something new, which has really just been on my heart and heavy, just stop crying about situations. Start coming up with solutions. Start making yourself, every decision that you make now, it matters. And once I've rewired my way of thinking and really just understood what I felt like God was showing me, I'm able to step into the new phase. So I say all that to say, I'm going to get me a Cricut or a circuit machine, whatever it is, however y'all call it. I'm getting a press machine. I'm going to be producing hats, cups, all of that. Like, this is my goal. I actually seen somebody on YouTube, and that's what she does. She has a whole basement. She's married. She got kids. She popping out them kids. Her man just, sock her down, love her up. And she just out here curating the life for herself. And her husband shocked her husband too, because, they were just young kids having babies. And here she come. Yeah, babe, my first check. Here goes $6,000 check on the table. Here goes $7,000. Here goes $20,000 check on the table. Like, YouTube be paying you. Now, is it going to be a lot? Yes, social media is always going to be a lot. But again, that's the reason why now, if y'all are trying to build a new beginning for yourself, start. There's nothing wrong with starting. There's nothing wrong with readjusting. That's the reason why I live my life as living proof. Never be afraid to show up and readjust if you need to. I'm just excited about this new beginning. I feel it.